Electronics, and this is Crystal from the most Xtreme Wrestling, and this is your Raw review for July 2nd, 2012 from Laredo, Texas.
And it is almost Independence Day.
It's
so I'm
true.
surprised they didn't do an Independence Day thing.
Well, they're doing a live SmackDown
on Raw.
And they actually...
Oh, I bet that's when they're going to do
They
that.
kind of advertised that.
Okay, I missed that.
You totally missed that.
My bad.
So,
My bad.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Start out the night, Cena comes down to the ring.
Yes, he does. Okay. So John Cena comes out and he says, you know, Jericho said all this about me, blah, 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 but I could get mad. But instead I say thanks to Chris Jericho because now he made me understand that I do have to prep for Money in the Bank because I have indeed never done it. And I understand now that in Money in the Bank, the prize is so big, you have no friends, and I must be prepared, and I will be.
Yeah, well, he was prepared for everybody in the Money in the Bank
Yeah.
match.
And he actually gives...
all three of them.
He actually gives a pretty good promo. And Daniel Bryan comes down with his yes, yes, yes crap and gives an extremely generic promo, which was highlighted by the fact that he was sandwiched in between John Cena and CM Punk, both the two top promo givers in the company at the moment.
By the way, I do want to mention when Cena says that he's going to become WWE champion, there wasn't that many boos. I was kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of cheers. I was like, where's the Punk fans?
Exactly. So then Punk says, lots of people... Cannot read my own handwriting. Something, me with Daniel.
Wow, you're doing good over there.
Yeah, I know, I'm doing
Why
great.
is your hair so stringy anyways?
Because I took a shower.
You look like Bret Hart. Your idol. The guy you love the most.
Whatever. At least mine's stringy because it's wet, not because I haven't washed it in 6 weeks. Anyways,
You're talking about him, not me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I washed mine yesterday.
I know you did. I brushed it out for you.
Thanks for announcing that to the world.
You're welcome. Anyways, so there's yeses all around. Oh, so he's like, you know, disagree. That's what the word is. A lot of people disagree with you, Daniel. And then he's like, do you disagree? Yes. And do you disagree? Yes. Jerry the King Lawler, do you disagree? Yes. And the crowd keeps going, yes. And then he starts jumping around, mimicking him, yes, yes, yes.
No.
It was actually pretty funny.
No.
I chuckled a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Alright, so then Daniel Bryan, he says, you need to have an original thought, not just steal my catchphrase. And then Punk announces that AJ is the special referee for the match. And then Jericho comes out and says, you talk about original thought. I wouldn't complain about people stealing each other's catchphrases.
Hold
that
on.
happens all the time.
Let me talk about this. You were boring me.
I'm boring you?
Yes. Anyways, Chris
I
Jericho.
was just doing it because I always do the intro segment.
Chris Jericho comes out. Shut up.
Today.
Okay, please. Okay,
I'm shutting up.
look. Jericho comes out. He says, you are not original Punk. Not at all. And I was like, yes. He's telling the truth, you know. So he starts belting out all his catchphrases like, shut the hell up. And Jericho is raw. I was just saying the catchphrase.
My hair and my description were
And
acceptable today.
and you know, nothing will ever be the same. So it was cool to see all him saying that. And he said that he invented the Money in the Bank. So I loved him finally saying all these catchphrases. It almost seems as if he's abandoned them over the past months or however long he's been back. I guess since February or maybe before that.
He came back and then he left and then he came back.
Well, he got suspended. But, I mean, that was nice seeing that, and notice, like, how much the crowd, like, got into what he was saying in his catchphrases versus everyone else's, which, yes, they chant the yes thing, but his catchphrases are just so solid. It's awesome, Chris Jericho. All right.
So then,
Kane
can I talk about this? Can I say about this? Kane comes out and gives the most epic promo ever given. He says, otherwise.
But you can't say that it wasn't great because Daniel Bryan only says one word too. So I mean,
I said that Daniel Bryan's promo wasn't good.
Oh, okay.
I already said that. I said that it's not goodness was highlighted by him being surrounded by other good promo givers.
Yeah, you did say that.
Like Jericho and Punk and Cena.
You're so rude. All right.
Not rude.
So
I tell the truth.
So right after that, the Big Show comes out and hits everyone.
Woo!
So
Nobody saw that coming.
I don't know why they keep doing all these where everybody's in the ring at the same time. I know they do it all the time, but it just seems like they've been doing it every single week exactly the same way with the exact same people almost.
It was stupid.
It's like deja vu. You know what I'm saying?
Except the only thing that was different was I kept expecting the general manager to come out and make a match, but Teddy Long had already done that before it started, so there was no point.
Alright, so they announced that Charlie Sheen, well, once again, not the first time they announced it, but Charlie Sheen's going to be on the 1000th episode of Raw, which clearly indicates...
Go ahead.
Which clearly indicates why all the divas have quit.
Yes. And it is the most brilliant thing ever, I believe.
Yes.
As far as a marketing
that's
campaign.
not PG.
Marketing, Twitter, Charlie Sheen, 7.5 million followers.
When they were doing,
best idea ever.
when they were doing all their Raw GMs coming in every single week, I just kept waiting for Charlie Sheen to pop in.
Really?
But he never did. Because he was really hot, you know, like before
yeah,
that.
That's
with,
true. But they
with all
probably
the
couldn't
drama.
get him to actually appear.
Yeah, I think. Well, he's clean now.
Yeah, I know, but still.
From drugs
I'm
or
just
whatever.
saying.
Maybe
Alright,
he'll face Punk.
Okay, so now they have the biggest what the heck ever of the night.
Santino, Christian, Kofi, R-Truth. R-Truth is not hurt anymore, apparently. Versus Otunga, Darren Young, Titus O'Neil, and Cody. Which I was upset because that just, you know, that just means that a lot of these guys aren't going to be having singles matches later in the night, which totally sucks.
It does suck. So there is absolute crickets, silence in the crowd until Santino comes out.
I mean, really, for a lot of it.
Until Santino comes out. Every time Santino appeared in the ring, the crowd would get excited.
You know, like little kids like him and stuff.
I know, I'm not criticizing that.
So,
I'm just saying.
Abraham Washington, or whatever his name is, AJ, or what is his name?
AW.
Okay, AW, and his enterprise, whatever, gets the primetime players to leave. No one cares.
And then Cody leaves.
Yeah, I've totally missed that.
Cody left.
The Funkasaurus comes running down, and after everyone else has left, and makes Otunga stay in the ring.
Otunga tries to leave, but it's like a lumberjack match. Every time he left the ring, somebody popped up and threw him back in.
Yeah.
It was similar to that.
And
Alright,
Santino gives the Cobra.
Because Funkasaurus distracted.
Yes, well, he threw him back in.
Yeah.
And then Santino wins. So.
And then Christian sets up.
This match has killed me, man.
Christian sets up for the Funkasaurus to have a post-match beatdown on Otunga because Otunga did something to him last week. And then at the very end, now this was your favorite part. You blocked it from your mind, apparently. At the very end, all the good guys, Christian and Kofi and Truth and the Funkasaurus, all danced in the ring with all the little children.
Did they? Did the other guys really dance? Because I wasn't. I just heard it. I heard the dance.
No, because I checked.
Cody,
I was like.
I mean, Christian.
Yes, I was like, surely Christian's not in there dancing, but he was. He was doing this.
Oh my god! No, you don't have to reincarnate.
Yes, I do. All right, and then this is the interesting thing in Raw. I learned 3 things from watching the commercials during Raw. The first thing I learned
this is gonna be relevant.
Is that Ice Age 4 is coming out in the UK, which I thought was interesting because it's not coming out over here. I can talk about the other 2 come later.
Okay, good. All right, Del Rio, he's begging Teddy Long for something. The board of directors
for his opportunity.
He gets an opportunity every time he's on television. Board of directors have decided, apparently, Teddy Long says, that Del Rio is the #1 contender. Why?
Right.
I'm not really
sure. He's going to have a match on the Money in the Bank thing with Sheamus.
Yes, but tonight there's going to be a surprise match.
I guess it's not a surprise match, it's a surprise person.
Well, yeah, because he already was informed about the match at this particular moment.
Exactly.
So, it's going to be a surprise person. We don't really know who it is. Speculation that it might have been Rey Mysterio. I had no clue who it was going to be, but I thought it might be somebody returning. Del Rio comes out there to have his match, and it's Sin Cara.
That's right. Well, first we had the memorable moment of Shane training Vince, which was good.
I don't really get that, but Sin Cara comes down and just gets decimated. The match doesn't even start. He just beats the crap out of Sin Cara. Yep. Makes him tap outside.
Does a cross arm breaker, won't let him go, etc., etc.
I don't know what that was about. I guess they're trying to make Del Rio seem important. It's so funny. They're trying to make him important. All right.
Whatever. Anyway, so AJ and Punk are backstage.
AJ's got CM Punk's little taped hands with the little X's and stuff on her.
And Daniel Bryan comes up. Actually, so AJ and Punk aren't backstage. AJ's by herself with Punk's things.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so Daniel Bryan comes up with a rose. And he's like, I always cared about you. I was just frustrated with myself and didn't know how to act.
But he was still,
which is the typical, woman abuser speech.
But anyways. But by the way, his mannerisms and stuff, he was still acting like a jerk.
Well, yeah.
Just to be clear,
that's why I said it was a typical woman abuser speech. I thought that would be very clear.
I know, but you can't trust everything you say. I'm just saying, his mannerisms, so it wasn't like it was trying to make it like he was reformed.
Alright, whatever. Anyway, so AJ's like, aw, you're sweet. And I know this has nothing to do with the fact that I'm the referee. You never cared about me. I'm going to win my match and run into the arms of the man who cares about me, which is Punk, obviously. Mm-hmm. And then she bites the head off the rose and spits it out.
Is it really called a head?
I believe so.
I don't think so. That's like a beer or something. Oh, no.
Maybe it was the bud.
The bud.
She bites the rose part off. Okay, guys?
Hi, Teddy. Teddy finally back to review an episode of Raw.
You can see the corner of his back.
Can you still?
Just a little. It's okay.
A little bit. Just a tiny bit.
You know that Teddy's still here.
You know he's in the way. Okay, so Dan O'Brien is sad because of this. Now.
He's not sad.
Paul Heyman. He comes onto the Titantron via satellite, not in the arena, of course. Gotta be a bad guy and all that crap.
Yep.
Which is sad, but it was funny. Before he did his little interview, he was like, doing all these little faces when he's like, getting his makeup done.
Who pointed that out to you?
Man, I got eyes. I can see the TV. Come on now. Alright, so he's saying that like Triple H needs money, and that's why he's going to take the match. And if he does take the match, he's going to get retired by Brock Lesnar. Yep. And, it's going to be a sad day. But then Triple H can go do his corporate thing.
Brock Lesnar has, hurt people before. Just saying.
And if Brock does it, this is going to be like a mercy killing for Triple H. Oh my gosh.
So stupid. The only way that Brock would mercy kill Triple H is if his clumsy butt broke his neck or something like he did before, that other guy. Anyways.
Ugh, okay.
So, now we have Vicky and Dolph versus AJ and Sheamus.
Wait a minute. First of all...
No, okay.
Vicky introduces herself and almost gets absolutely no reaction.
It was weird.
It was bizarre.
That never happens to Vicky.
And she's like the Queen Diva.
I could almost sense the confusion in her voice.
Yeah, because she was like talking. She's probably thinking, is my microphone not on? Because usually there's like a sea of boos, but it was like crickets. And then there was some boos, but I mean, it was nothing like normal. Okay, so it's Dolph and Vicky versus AJ and Shane. Teddy?
Teddy,
no. Oh my
Teddy,
god.
No.
Teddy.
Teddy, no. Teddy, no.
Yeah,
Teddy.
Teddy.
Teddy, no. Teddy, no.
Teddy, stop.
Teddy, no. Go
Don't rub your face on the camera.
No, Teddy.
Alright, you continue.
You get Teddy.
Well,
okay, so anyways,
Teddy.
So AJ
come over here.
Tries
to set your butt right here.
To attack Vicky, and then Sheamus carries her off to the side of the ring. Sheamus and Dolph fight for majority of... He's covering me up.
Oh, well.
For the majority of the match. They fight.
It's widescreen. You
and
can
then,
over there. AJ comes over there and beats Vicky.
Well, Dolph, gets kicked out or something. I don't know. Anyway.
This match.
Teddy's distracting me.
Well, you're easily distracted.
He's distracting me.
You can see you.
We can't.
Yes, we can. It's widescreen. See?
I see myself now, and I'm leaning all the way over here.
Hmm.
Alright, anyways.
AJ does the yes thing.
Yes, AJ wins, pins Vicky, does the yes thing.
Over here.
Fine, you do that. So now AJ's backstage looking for Punk. And she is very upset because when she finds him, he is paying more attention to his phone than her.
What are you talking about? Why did you direct that towards me? Nobody can see that because Teddy's butt's in the way.
Anyways.
Where is my phone's on the charger.
Oh, heaven forbid, your phone's away from you. You can't get all your tweets.
My phone, I must have ran the battery down by tweeting all night and not paying attention to you.
Exactly. So Punk's like, or AJ's like, did you see my match? And Punk's like, what match? I'm on the phone.
Man, Punk needs to watch wrestling. If he doesn't watch Raw, he's not a real wrestling fan.
That's right. That was a good face, by the way. Anyways, and so AJ's like, you weren't paying attention to me? And she cries and runs away sad. Men, phone.
Women have phones too. Look at your phone, it's right here.
No, I'm doing a timer for the show.
Yeah.
Because somebody's obsessed with the time.
I am obsessed with the time. Now.
Hey, you're scared Teddy.
Heath Slater gets a squash package.
Careful, Teddy. Okay,
Teddy's gone. He's been eliminated from the table. Alright, so Heath Slater has a squash video package.
Which was really funny, by the way. I am controlling the time. I got this. We're fine.
You're a timekeeper. Yeah, okay. So, now he's going to have a match. And his opponent this week is Doink. And the crowd does not react to Doink at all.
Because it's a clown. It's a clown.
If it was anywhere else...
And it's not even the same person every time.
That's not true. The only time it wasn't the same person was when it was Chris Jericho in the feud with William Regal or whatever, but then they revealed it right then. Every time he was in WWE, that was the guy. It was the same guy.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Because you can magically see through his face paint. Anyways, so Doink, possibly the real Doink.
But see, I don't know if it was. I'm sure it was the same Doink on this one. See, I don't know because we were watching a stream. It's a little bit different. The quality's so much more diminished. But I assume since he seemed so old and he wasn't doing the things that he normally does. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was the old guy. I'm just saying.
Anyways, Heath Slater beats the clown.
Yeah, and what the crap? He's not supposed to be. But then here comes Diamond Dallas Page. Woo! So it was just a swerve.
And Diamond Dallas Page always shocks me with this great shape that he's in from his yoga classes.
He does his yoga.
It's cool.
It's weird yoga.
It's cool.
He's so weird. Now,
it's cool.
Love Diamond Dallas Page, but
I do love
so
him.
If that was the real Doink, I can't believe he agreed to come out there and just get killed.
Probably wasn't the real Doink.
Maybe he needed the money.
Anyways. Diamond Dallas Page, the awesome person, comes out
and
does the diamond cutter.
Wait, how can you like Diamond Dallas Page? You hate everyone who is older.
No, I don't.
Oh, I just assumed that.
But I don't hate everyone that's older.
Okay.
I like Diamond Dallas Page and other wrestlers, which I will one day make a video list of.
Who you respect.
Anyways.
Alright, so he does the diamond cutter to old Heath Slater over there. And it almost felt like to me, and I know this isn't true, but I'm just going to assume in my reality that it's true, they just did that to give the middle finger to Randy Orton. That's just my thing.
Think so?
Yeah.
If they did, I am so more excited about that than ever before.
I wish you would have just punted it
Middle finger to you, Randy Orton.
right after the match. But that was so awesome seeing him. Yeah. He's in great shape and doing good, and he is like old.
That's right.
But,
so now for the other two things I learned during the commercials.
Okay.
Exciting remark. 2
more pieces of irrelevant news.
Duracell's mascot is a pink bunny. Copyright infringement, just saying. And the dude on the Borgies show is Scar from The Lion King.
I pointed that out.
The end of
during
what I learned from commercials during Raw.
And I didn't write it in the notes because it's totally irrelevant.
I
now,
wrote it in my notes.
We have the Big Show versus Kane. Yes, again.
What?
For the millionth time. Steel chair assist, Big Show wins. Who gives a crap?
Cherish this?
Huh?
You say I still cherish this?
Steel chair assist. Now, we move on to Eve is back in the back, huh? But well, okay, she's back for whatever reason. Teddy gives her a big old name tag and puts it over here. I guess it would have been like sexual harassment or something.
Well, yeah, you can't just be like, here, Eve.
Well, I mean, you could put the top of it like on her neck or something, because it was big.
That was a safe place to put it.
Okay. Anyways.
Gotta learn these things.
Eve.
Safe zone.
She bullies AJ, and AJ burns her for needing so much affection and attention and everything.
Like, who are you gonna brown nose next? I'll show you how to get attention, Eve. And it's funny because Eve is really tall or AJ's really short or both.
Both. Alright, so Tyson Kidd.
Oh, we have the memorable moment, DX and base WCW.
Killing me on the time. Tyson Kidd is having... No. Tyson Kidd has a match, and I don't know why he's getting pushed all of a sudden again. I guess because he could be in Money in the Bank. I guess they're just not firing people anymore. I just don't get it.
I thought he was fired, for real.
He goes against Tensai, and he pulls like a 1-2-3 kid or something because he beats him.
What happens is that Tensai ran into the pole and like fell over, and then he rolled him up.
Well...
So in this essence, Tensai beat himself.
If you say so.
But anyways, so
Tensai turns on
magically wins.
Sakamoto once again. Yes. And the people actually boo Tensai a little. But just a little. Because he's beating up his partner. That's what it took. He had to turn on his partner
but he already
for the
did
third
that
time.
Before. Yeah.
I know.
Alright, so now we have Daniel Bryan and Jericho arguing backstage.
Over the ring jackets.
Over the jackets, and they're going to work together. And then Punk and Cena, Punk's like, you got to follow my lead, Cena. And Cena's like, whatever, okay. So then... cut to the locker room.
No, well, yeah, because you got Punk and John Cena over there, right? And I love this line. This is great by CM Punk. This is what he says. He's like, Punk's like, I have grown as a leader. And Cena's like, yeah, you sure have, so you get to be the leader. And I thought, whoa, dude, what a rebel. I have grown as a leader? Seriously? That's about the...
I didn't even think about that.
Oh my gosh, like for reals.
I didn't even think about that.
But-
You're completely right in every way.
Anyways, the big rebel CM Punk, we'll get to that later in his match. Alright, so
now we
Tensai,
cut to the locker room where Tensai totally beats up Tyson Kidd.
and
Just annihilation.
I'm sure that no one cares. Now we got the main event of Daniel...
Will you quit? No one cares.
Huh?
You!
What are you talking about? No one cares about the beatdown to Tyson Kidd.
Well, I can still say it.
No, I'm saying... Oh my gosh, you're making me waste time. Look.
We have plenty of time.
No, we don't. Look. Listen. Tyson Kidd gets beat up. No one cares about that. Not no one cares about what you said.
Okay.
It was relevant information. That's why I was talking about it.
Anyways.
It's not
now
irrelevant stuff you're talking about in the commercials.
Jericho and Daniel Bryan versus Cena and Punk.
Which I already said.
Now, you wanted to talk about the Let's Go Cena sucks. And you told me to make a notation.
Okay, the notation is
did.
because they did that on Raw. Went to that show with Xtreme 09 in Monroe in the house show. Nobody cheered, or nobody booed Cena at all. It was so weird. Never been in that atmosphere before.
I'm just saying, I bet it's like that like all the time. I think the Let's Go Cena sucks thing is mostly for TV because it's fun to do.
It is fun to do.
Yeah, and so I'm just saying, like, I think that's why Cena's still on top, because this whole everyone hates Cena is a complete myth.
Well, I mean, yeah.
People do hate Cena, but it's not a wide population. It's a very small majority, I think, in the wrestling community.
Small majority, isn't that like an oxymoron? Anyways.
Yes, it is, actually. That was incorrect.
Yeah. Okay, so AJ comes down, of course, the same old crap, but then this is where it finally changes.
Before this. I wanted to say something.
Well,
People will like this. People will like this.
You don't know
I
that.
saw Daniel Bryan do something I thought was impressive. I told you people would like this. Anyways, because he ran up the ring post and did a flip. And then he, like, tried to pin Cena, and it was cool.
He does that in other matches.
I've never seen him do it before.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyways.
All right. So
well, first of all, Jericho gets in a fight with Cena because he tries to break it up, and they run away up the ramp.
Okay, that is pretty relevant.
Thank you, crazy person.
Anyways.
We have plenty of time.
We got 2 minutes.
Plenty of time.
Okay. So, here we go. AJ's coming down to the ring.
That's right.
And AJ starts grabbing a table.
Well, no. First, because no one noticed her skipping around the ring. So she grabs the table, she sets the table up, and she stands on the edge of the ring. It's all dramatic. Will she jump? Will she not? It's like she's going to die if she jumps off the ring. So then Daniel Bryan comes up. Daniel Bryan comes up, and he stands right here, and he's like, stop, stop. He's on the floor by the table. Then Punk climbs up next to the apron, and it's like, stop, AJ, don't jump, whatever. And then AJ dramatically kisses Punk, and then pushes him, and he flies into Daniel Bryan, smacks through the table, and they're out for the count.
They both go
AJ
through
does
the table.
the yes chant, and I ask, who won the match? And, oh my goodness, Chronics, we have 1 whole minute left. What do you want to talk about?
So AJ ends Raw. Can you believe it? A diva standing tall at the end of Raw.
I was proud for all women.
Unheard.
Rosie the Riveter.
Who is that?
She's the symbol of woman power everywhere.
In the 40s.
She is still relevant today. Women, back me up on this.
Anyways, she ends Raw. That was crazy. Bizarre Raw. But the ending was cool, I guess.
So far. I kind of liked it as a whole. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
I would
rank it as a high middle.
And I'm just glad it wasn't 3 hours.
That's right.